Well, I tore my differential apart, and in the process of tearing off my differential, I found, I don't know if you can still see them or not, but there's a couple really thick grooves that were put in right here. So I have a feeling what happened is this differential blew apart at one point because it's already got marks and everything on this. And I don't think they do this in the factory. So I have a feeling it's already been changed. And the reason why I say that is because the inside of this has got white RTV sealant on it, which is basically crumbling apart. But also because it seems relatively new inside, almost as if there was hardly any wear on these splines on the gears. Like they still got nice flat straight edges. I'm sure this is what it's supposed to look like. I really don't know, but everything still seems to be really in good shape inside here. So I'm gonna close her back up here, and we can pray for the best here. Clean this cover out the rest of the way, and get the rest of these little burrs off. You can see them; they're everywhere. Maybe it's from the casting or whatever, but I don't like it. It's just another thing for it to happen, and for that, I'm just gonna make sure I keep my eye on it. Thinking maybe the actuator, this is what I'm talking about with this the limited slip actuator here. This thing here this is almost what it sounds like when I'm going down the road, but it doesn't move at all, and there's really no absolutely really no play in this at all. Like I move this just a little bit and it moves just a little bit. I move a little bit this way and it moves. Like there's no play in this whatsoever. And the thing that makes the clicking noise when you move it back and forth is your actuator doing this. Watch, you might be able to see it move. See how it moves up and down? That's the clicking you hear. But other than that, I think it's all good to go, guys. I'm pretty sure that's what the inside of a limited slip is supposed to look like. All the gears inside are actually really good. Hardly any wear on them, if I don't see any at all, really. But that's why I think it was cracked open, just recently done, because this baby still looks pretty damn good. The sensor's not looking so hot, but I think maybe later on, when I change the fluid, I'll go and change the sensor out here. And that's got to be a cherry to get to. I'm sure it's not as hard as it looks. But that's the inside of a differential on a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And yeah, these little grooves here were actually quite extensive before I started sanding away at it. It looks almost as if it's these two pins right here, this little clip. It looks like it's that little clip rubbing back and forth on it, and they actually even look like they're burred upward, right? Almost like they were bent. So I have a feeling it gets stuck on the cover here. So maybe me sanding these little burrs off will do something about that. But this is actually pretty much good to go. I'm getting ready to put this bitch back in. Either tonight, I'm going to get it ready, and then tomorrow I'll be finishing it up. And then Tuesday, I'll put the wheel bearings in, put the axles back in, the suspension back in. It should be ready to go with a new windshield soon, and get her inspected for next month. And this is it, folks. Even back in there, like even the bearings look good back in there. I don't know if you can see back in there, but the bearings for the shaft actually look reasonably nice and shiny. They don't look like there's any hard spots in them or any anything like that. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, folks. Whew.